You should get life insurance because you never know. My dad.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We've got a Chess Journeys arena happening in a few minutes. Oh, there was one thing I forgot I wanted to do. I think I should probably do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go over here. I did want to mention on my Substack that we're doing this. Maybe get a couple more people to join. More people, the more fun it is what I found. So it'll just take me a moment. Then we'll get started. For real. Here we go. That's weird. Is that not showing everything? Hmm? What? today. I don't understand. Why is it only showing ... for stuff? It's very annoying. How do I get it to be bigger? Maybe if I go like this? Nope. Edit. That'll do it. Edit post with X Premium? What? I can't even edit my own post anymore unless I upgrade? Huh? Okay. Very fascinating. Alright, well, we'll just try this and see if this works out. Not at all. Okay. I don't know why I did that, but I'll just need a minute then. Oh, interesting world we have here. To modify every element of everything in the universe. Okay. And then the last thing is this one. Yeah. Okay. Now everyone knows we're playing today. And, yeah, hopefully we can get a few more people. The more, the merrier. We've got Chess Nerdy says, I'll play today. All right. Come on over, my friend. Join the team today. I don't know, do you need the link or are you good to go? I'm going to assume you probably need the link. So I'm going to put it in here. Here is the link to the event. There you go. Oh, the Ripe Vessel's here. What's up, Ripe Vessel? There's the link. Hopefully that will get you here. And hop on in. Right. What's up, Royal Capybara? How are you doing? The man with many names. Okay, I'm going to do a few puzzles while we wait. We've got like 15 minutes. I don't know why it starts so early today. I'm just excited. So excited to play some chess. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're gonna come late. That's no problem. I am the Dev Alex. What's up, Dev Alex? Join our event this morning, or just hang out. I played a Blitz team event on Friday night, 4 double rounds, and I went 0-8. It was quite the embarrassing performance. Okay, I'm looking at this, but why can't they just push the pawn? Like in a normal puzzle, this would be mate. This is not, I guess, an easy puzzle, that would be mate. That is not mate. If I go here, here, and I go here, check. Now threatening, not mate. I could just take, yeah. I'm not immediately seeing the answer to this. You work on lunch break. At work on a lunch break. You wish you'd get smoked. Nah, we've got a nice wide range of people who play. Only 2 weeks since when actually... Oh, okay. So you're only in chess for 2 weeks. Well, welcome, man. That's some of the most fun times, I gotta say. Like, I know it was really frustrating when I first started because I was like, oh, I want to be better. But man, you learn so much so fast. It's such a fun time of your journey. So try to savor it, Alex. Try to savor it. I know you'll hate making the blunders you're gonna make, but you're gonna miss those days later when you have to learn all these intricacies to pick up 8 rating points. So enjoy it while you got it. All right. Well, this guy's hanging. So I don't know. I do not see this as a puzzle. This just seems like a position. And I think I'm going to treat it that way and just say, like, if I was playing this in a game, what would I do? Okay, there is one thing I could do that's spicy. I could go here, if here, goes back, then goes here, and now I am threatening mate. This is how forced is this? If takes, what if they just take here and ignore that? Then I take, they take, I've given up 2 pieces. Seems like I'm losing at that point, right? I'm just down basically an entire knight at that point. Let's see. A peer whose 2K pressured me into a rated tournament went 1-4. I brought all the blunders and wasn't willing to share. I mean, 1-4 is amazing for your first event. You should be proud of yourself. Well done. I'm impressed by you. And yeah. I mean, at your rating, most likely, unless you're like a prodigy, blunders happen. Blunders certainly happen. They happen to me still, and they're gonna happen to you a lot. All right, we're gonna do this crazy one just because I'm sick of looking at the same puzzle all day. That is not the answer. So the answer is indeed just coming here. It goes there. And I just didn't see... Like, I could clearly get here, but the follow-up is much harder. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. This does work. Oh, it's the same idea. Only a little bit better. So he escapes on the bottom, and then all I get is this rook. No. I go here, and then he's got to go here and I get this rook. Okay. That was a hard puzzle. I don't know. Didn't look that hard, but what's the opposite of a prodigy? Turns out actually... Maybe the opposite of a prodigy is a punching bag? I don't know. That's a good question. All right. Capybara says the GM Flores interview was interesting. He had a very different take than most. Yes. So agree. I was shocked at some of the things he was saying. Just utterly shocked. Like when he was like, playing isn't that necessary? You can just get good by studying. I was like, wait, what? Isn't this the opposite of what every single trainer has said to me? In fact, don't high-level players sort of make fun of adult amateurs who wanted to spend most of their time studying and not playing much? So I was pretty astounded by that take by him. Okay, this should be easy, right? Here. I think it has to be that. If we try to bring our king through, I don't think that is going to work. So it has to be here. I don't really know what my opponent does. They've got like 5 moves they could do. None of them look good. Let's say get out of the way. Comes through. Okay, I guess if we come through again with check, maybe that's not such a great idea. So if he gets out of the way, we go here. And then he comes back, we go here. So this is definitely the answer. There's no doubt in my mind as it is wrong. Wow. Okay. That is shocking to me that that would be wrong. I guess the answer must be come out this way. And then go into here. And then if here takes here, 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 and we win. So I think that was the mistake I made. Is that if we look at my move is going to have many of the same elements. Like let's say he comes down here. I can't go here and I can't push. It seems like this would lead to the exact same thing though. Yes, that leads to the exact same thing. So does black have some great move after this? Yes. Going there. And now my king can never get to the right spot, right? So if I go here, they can just sack. And then I can't push this pawn through. Interesting. Benjamin, what is up, my friend? Yeah, Roller Capybara, not impressed by my move. This might be why I went 0-8 in my Blitz games. Okay. This looks promising. Other than the Hanging Queen. Other than that, it looks promising. Okay, so let's figure this out. He can go here. But, so here, check, can't go away, has to go there. But we don't have that many pieces. Maybe better is to go here. If here, mate. Here, if here, still can't pop out. So then we go here. He goes here. We take. Yes, I think that's how it is. We shake it up with this. Here. Then there. Then there's mate. Okay. Finally got one right. That's good. Not sure if I'll play or a bit tired. May just end up watching some games. Up to you, my friend. We will miss you, but do what's best for your health. Okay, so you ready for this 0-8 Blitz performance I had the other day? I played one, the great Carlini from Coffee Chess. He's very good. I was not surprised to lose both. Actually played really well in one of the games. I was pretty happy with it. Another game, I played another against a guy. He was either 2100 or 2200. He was also very good. Had one great game against him. Lost that one. And then, let's see, I played one of the kids from one of the clubs I go to who's only like 1200. And like I was a huge favorite. And he beat me twice. It was very embarrassing. Not that he's not good, just, I'm supposed to be like, I don't know, the crafty veteran, and he just, I hung a queen, like I just played so bad, it was unreal. And then the other round I played somebody very good. It was a lot of pressure to play board one. I was kind of excited. I was like, yeah, I'm going to play some good people. And then I was like, wait, but I'm terrible at Blitz. This is probably not a good plan. Right Vessel says he's usually busy Sunday, so he can only play today. Well, you know what, man? You better make the most of it. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you to win this thing. Kevin, I listen to your pod all the time. Great show. I would like to play your arena. How to join? Ooh, good question. Joining the arena is very easy. I'm going to post a link in here. You're going to go to that link. And then it's not going to let you in because you're not on the Chess Journeys team. And then you click the thing for Chess Journeys, which is up here in the corner. You can see right here. There's the button there. Click that, join the team, and then you can play. There's no fees, no nothing for joining the team or the tournament. Anyone can join the team, and anyone can join the tournament. It's the most inclusive event in America. I don't know. That's a weird thing to say. Ignore that. All right, but come on by. Yeah. So it was an interesting 0-8 experience. I wasn't ready to be bullied by an onlooker. That was surprising. So like one of my games went really long, and most people were done, and I was clearly losing. Like we had traded down to an end game where it was like a king pawn end game where I'm down 2 pawns, and I could see how he wins, and he can see how he wins because he's a master, and I don't know. I moved into check with my king and in a king and pawn position, so I essentially moved diagonal from a pawn, and in this tournament, illegal moves are immediate losses, and so I lost. I didn't care because I was lost. But this guy is like, how could you lose that way? The game was even. You had turned it around. What is wrong with you? And I was like, wow, okay. I wasn't ready to be bullied by this random guy. So that was a little surprising. I'm a teacher with kids, so I'm used to people saying terrible things to me. So it was fine, but it was a little strange. I wasn't really ready for it. Mazdur, welcome. Your brother played his first USCF tournament, and he went 0-12, having a double loss to a very tiny child. Yeah, no, that's tough. That's really hard. The best consolation you give your brother is that kid will be a grandmaster in a couple of years, and then he'll be able to say he'll have this great story about how he lost to a grandmaster when he was tiny. Also, just because he's tiny, I don't know. I've played some tiny chess players that I thought were like 7, and they're like, I'm 11, and I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. So I don't know. I've met some tiny chess players that weren't that young. I've also lost to some tiny chess players that were super young. All right, this is the last puzzle. We're not going to miss the first game like we did last time. I'm looking at this as like a very forcing play. It pulls the rook down, but I don't really see what that accomplishes. So now I've turned to looking at this. That looks like a pretty weak spot. So how would white protect it? Can't go there. The rook's covering it. Can't go here. Can't go here. So maybe this just wins. Do they have a counterattack? They could check. If I went there, that would be check. So if check, I would go like here. Yeah, I think this wins. That doesn't win, huh? Wow, that surprises me. I really thought that was winning. Okay, well, I don't. That's my answer. So I guess I'm getting the hint. Oh, the answer was to take here, and now to go here. I don't understand the difference. I guess let's see why. Why did we have to remove the knight first? Ah, I saw this check and said, "Oh, that's no problem." I didn't see this check, which is a giant problem. So yes. So interesting that I was drawn to the most forcing move, which was the right move, but then I saw the better move, but I didn't. I had to put together that I actually need to play both moves. I'd say that's like the most common trend in these puzzles. Is like if you find an idea, make sure you look carefully because both ideas are usually right. All right, let's see. I'm thinking it was your pod, but I'm obsessed with Lichess themed puzzles now. Yeah, some people have been talking about that. I can attest to tiny players for so. Yeah, got it. Thanks. Okay, cool. Yeah. Lichess puzzles can be the theme ones can be really powerful. I've heard a lot of people say. I don't do them. I think even this week, Jim Rios was talking about that. All right, let's see. We don't even have our winner from last week coming back, or was that 2 weeks ago when Henderson came out of nowhere? W.R. Henderson and won. That was impressive. Who won last week? I'm already forgetting. I don't really feel like I have enough time to check right at the moment. Let's see. Actually, maybe I do over in this. I'll do it in another window. I don't want to risk being late to the event. Okay. Let's see. Last week's winner. Oh, right. Last week's winner was Chancho, who also had an amazing out of nowhere victory. I think it must have been 2 weeks ago. It must have been 3 weeks ago. It was W. Henderson. So Chancho is not back. Hoping he comes back to defend his title. That was an impressive performance from that guy. Started chess at the age of 25 in 2020. Since then, you've basically only played and studied openings. Okay, there you go. GM Noel Studer talked about Lichess AI coach, and he does not recommend it. Yeah, I could see that. I haven't. I looked. I don't know what the new features of AI are. I have looked at the I don't know what they call it, like going into depth in your game and where you most struggle with and things like that. I mean, those are interesting, but I don't really know what to do with that information. Like, I play better, whatever in openings or middle games or endings. Like, I already have a decent enough feeling for where I'm at there. I don't know that a statistic telling me like I used to have aim chess, I guess is the bottom line, and while there are some useful pieces, it's hard to quite know what to do with all that information, I guess is what I'm saying. Speed limit he's in. All right, who do I got? I got Sight Speed. Okay. What do I do against this? I guess against this, I'll play just D5 and just say that has to be fine. D5 has to be fine. And we'll just go into like some QGD, I guess. Or something. I don't even know what he's doing. Well, what would you call this? Like a... I don't know. I don't know what this is called. I'm not that good at knowing the names of openings I don't recognize. So, clearly I could do this, but I don't think that's a great plan. I'll just castle. If he wants to take, I'll take back here. Now the question becomes how to advance from here. Sort of done the basics that I wanted to accomplish. I'm tempted to go here just to make it so you can't take there with a big effect, but I really don't know what to do here. It's the first time this early in an opening in a while that I felt this discombobulated. I think I'm going to go here and try that out. And then worst case, I end up taking here, but I get this diagonal. And if he takes here, well, it's then I'm still getting the diagonal. So I don't know. Feels like I'm getting something out of this position. I don't know. Basically, a Queen's Indian in reverse. Ding employed it in the World Championship against Gukesh. Huh. Okay. I haven't seen it. Shows what I know about chess. Limited knowledge. Okay, I guess maybe taking here wasn't the best. I was thinking I was getting the diagonal. But I suppose this, or even this might close that diagonal sort of faster than I was ready for. So maybe I go here, gain some space, maybe preserve the diagonal a bit. If he ends up pushing here, maybe I'm just going here and jamming a knight in there. Like, this seems like a reasonable move to help this bishop, but to hurt this bishop. So, I don't know. You know, the push and pull of chess. One advantage often comes with a disadvantage. So we'll see sort of how this plays out. I'm not really sure, to be honest. What am I doing? I also don't know that. I could try to pile up on the D file. I don't know exactly what that does. This just seems like the natural move in the position. It also allows me to go here if I really want to pile up here. I'm just assuming after this is going to come. But I don't really know what else to do. I think I'm then going to go here also. And then I could put my knight there if I want. And then I could do the rook sort of like this and like this. And then I think I have my pieces sort of set up where I want them. And from there, I don't know, we'll have to see. So let's go, no, I want this rook on this file. Okay. If push takes, he's got the hanging pawn situation. So let's go here, and we'll be doubled on this. So our pieces look good. Like, I'm pretty happy. Other than this bishop, all the pieces look like they're pretty happy with their spots. But now what? Right? Like, I've done the easy part. Now what? I think I'm going to go here, keeping him out of there. He's doing the same. Okay, I'm just a bit nervous if I go here, here, here. There's a tactic here with that. I don't see the tactic. Also, I want to go here, I think, to keep him out of there. Maybe that's too weakening of this pawn. I don't know. I'm just playing some prophylactic moves. I might even go here next. No, I think I want to stay there. I'm just not really sure what to do. Just making moves that look reasonable. I think I want to move this bishop somewhere. I just don't know where. Actually, maybe even just there. Maybe even get this bishop here. How am I doing about that? It'd be a pretty slow process. Okay. Yeah, so like this. And now he could be on that. It's kind of annoying. Actually, this I kind of like. Now the more I look at it. Unless there is just a staggering tactic here that I'm missing. This seems pretty good. Because if I go take here, I'm pretty happy. If he goes takes, this diagonal is very vulnerable. Maybe I can go like this and come back or something. I might even double on the D file. This pawn is looking weak enough. that was why. I was going to do something like that. I think this hangs a pawn though, unless... Oh, no. Okay. The attack I was waiting for. Okay, so can I go here? This... I can get away here. I don't know that I love this. But this does win a pawn if my opponent does nothing. Right, because we can go takes here. And we're actually in very good shape. Okay, that's kind of what I assumed he was going to do. But now I feel like the king is a little bit weak. Like maybe I can go here and force a not so great move out of my opponent. And then maybe I can rook. Well, rook left's going to be pretty challenging with how my pawns are structured. And with that entry square blocked off. Oh, I should have taken that way. And just gone around like that. Yeah, I think I probably should have. Interesting. Okay, because now I feel like I'm in a bit of trouble here. And if I had done that, I might have been able to sack here, and come around. Maybe. I don't know. But now I have to kind of go passive here. Not really thrilled with how this worked out. I mean, I shouldn't be. I lost a pawn. So if I was thrilled with how it worked out, something's probably wrong. I think I'm going to go here, and just try to make something happen. Okay. Yeah, I think let's go here again. No. The pawn is still hanging, buddy. Let's go here. Yes, this is hanging now. I see that. But I'm going to try to be a little bit more aggressive than that. I think probably a good idea is just to try to open this game up for my opponent. Like, I think that would be a good move. I'm going to go here. Then I'm going to go like here. I'm really wishing I had taken this way. It was such an immediate move by me, too. You know, you could go here. That'd be a good move. It would not be. Okay, so we are threatening mate. I mean, this isn't the worst. This isn't the worst. It softens a little. Probably not enough to actually accomplish anything. That is interesting. Can I go here? Can't go here. That's mate. Could go here. Maybe that's the way to go. Ah, okay. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. If I go here, it won't be here. It'll be here. And then if I go here, he comes in here. I think that's the direction I want to go. Go here and just try to now hit this weakness. My camp is much weaker than my opponent's now, so I should be, you know, not that far away from losing. But we're gonna try. Okay, that's a surprising move to weaken the king even further. That I was not expecting, especially since this is very close to working. Very, very close to working. I'm gonna go here. And this is the idea. If this queen moves, this is pretty good. Whoa. So that works, right? I mean, the problem is he's trying to force the queens off, which I definitely don't want. I'm gonna go here. This is on the table again. It'll be a really good move for me if I get to pull that off. Because then it's here and then also there. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. Also, now he can't go in as easily. Okay, so he is going there. I'll go here. That move is still on the table. Takes. Could defend like this. Which I think I would put the queen here, maybe in here. Just trying to make some surface level, superficial attacks and hope that my opponent cracks. Bottom line. Do I think I'm winning? No, I'm losing. Okay, that was a good move. I'll go here. Here. I don't know exactly what that does. Wait. If I take here, here, here. Oh, maybe we got something. Here, 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 here. Not quite. But if I go here first, maybe. Problem is going to go here with the queen. There's some stuff cooking from here. Oh, yeah, right. That is a problem. Now if I go here, 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 there's that. There is that. Okay, we're going to go here because I don't know what to do. We're kind of dead here. But kind of, I mean very. I'll take there. How much am I down by now? Am I even? I can't be even. Oh, I'm even for the moment. I was like, what? How am I even? Yeah, I don't see a way to actually win after he takes. That looks like just a winning move. I can go here, but then he comes check. I go here. He goes there, yeah. So I should be dead here. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, this isn't that's not a check. So that's good, I guess. This rook move seems fine. Okay, that seems fine as well. Not guarding that rook anymore. And my opponent's getting low on time, so maybe, just maybe. Oh, that's a nice check. Okay. Yep, now I'm in trouble. Now I should be dead. I think it's here, there, mate. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll go here. And I guess I have to take. And now I'm definitely lost. No doubt there. Go here. Oh, what does that do? I'm threatening, is it to... what? Oh yeah, that's check. I'm lost. An arena with this much time given back, there's no chance. In a different situation where I could have maybe run him out of time, but no. Plus we have to imagine my opponent's much better at blitz than I am. Okay. Interesting. Looking forward to looking at that one at the end of this tournament. That was a weird one. I don't really know what I did wrong. I'm trying to think back. Oh yeah, I think I played fine. I just was kind of purposeless. I didn't really have a good plan of what was going on. Alright. Royal Capybara has to head out for a while. Dan Chimman changed his mind. He's in. Okay. So who is leading the pack today? We've got Brad Martz. We've got Gunnar John. Gunnar John, I think we're going to play together in Virginia. I'm going to this adult-only Virginia tournament. So we'll see. That should be fun. 1 second. Hey, are you going to jump in for a game? Oh, nice.
She told me she was playing, that's why she couldn't start running.
Awesome. I missed it. Congratulations. Did it go okay? No. Okay. What? Oh, okay. I was just making sure little I Love Castling got a game in. Looks like she played 2 games. All right. I've got Benguela. I don't know. But here we go. Okay, so this is my sort of standard opening. Just playing my regular opening repertoire today, I think. Come up here. Oh, I don't see people play that. I don't. No, I guess a couple. I might have seen that once or twice. This move usually gets put in there anyway at some point. Interesting. I feel like that's wrong. Is it wrong is the question. Or is it fine? Also, I wasn't supposed to go there. I was supposed to go here. So maybe it's not wrong. Maybe it's that I played the wrong move, which allowed my opponent to do this. If I go here, I can't go here. That would lose the pawn. If I go here, this loses that. So yeah, maybe I just messed this up. And my opponent's just showing me why this move order does not work. I was looking at this. I just don't think there's anything there, right? I can go here, hit the queen. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go back. Not the move I was hoping to make. If he goes here, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I basically wasted a move. I'm gonna go here. And then now I think I can take here, here. I think I'll be fine. Okay, once he goes there. So I guess I'm gonna go here. It goes here, then this is the pawn is hanging. Probably go here next, just to make him decide on this bishop. What about here? Down a piece, even. Down a queen, even. I don't think I get anything out of that. I think that looks like it's just a trick. Okay. So he just goes there. And now I have a big center, but this pawn is quite weak. So probably I'd like to push that very soon. I think I want to castle first, just so there's no, like, ideas of this check. But my goal is to push this pawn. Okay, I'm going to take here first, and then I'll push the pawn. And then now I got rid of this weak pawn. And either he takes and I take, which I think I'm happy with, or he does not take. And I think I want to go here, freezing this pawn. And getting a tempo here. That seems pretty strong. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Seems pretty good. Then I can like go here and start piling up on that poor pawn. Let's go here first. I don't think I want him to take and have me take, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. So I think this... I don't know. This knight seems more valuable right now. Okay, and also he's on that, which is quite annoying. So I'm going to go here, offer up the trade of these pieces. That way I can have access to the square. Because this pawn is incredibly weak. I'd like to do something like here, 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 and really, you know, demonstrate that that pawn is going to lose him the game. Will it? I don't know. That's my plan, though. That is my plan. And the nice thing is I can even throw in this knight in a wacky journey to really grab that one. So yeah, we've got a lot of possibilities here. Not sure what my opponent's best plans are here. Okay. I will indeed take this off and start executing the plan. Let's do it. Here, 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 here. We got the next 1 million moves all worked out. As long as everything goes according to plan, we're great. Although this is a little annoying that I can't go here. I guess I'd go here first. Although he's got this square. Actually, I think the second he moves this guy anywhere, this guy's going in here. Aha. So fighting back, right? Saying, no, you don't get to just do your plan. I too have plans. There's a little bit of me that wants to go takes, here. I'm getting a pawn. I'm getting access to this pawn. I think in this type of structure, though, the rooks are going to really be powerful. I think that would be a big mistake by me to do that. So what am I doing here? If I go here, which was my original plan, he goes here, here. Yeah, that seems fine. It's not great, but I think it's fine. Because now I am pressuring just to go here. So like if he takes here, I think I'm going here. I guess he could just go here and try to trade everything. So maybe it's not going to be that. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out, actually. Oh, I missed that I'm hitting this pawn, too. So he can't guard with this rook. He'd have to come over with this rook. I don't know that that matters. There's a lot of interesting things then, of like going here, and here, and here, and this rook hanging. But it's not quite hanging the way it would like it to be. Also a big time advantage, which I don't know if that's going to be relevant or not. Okay, my opponent is really thinking here. It seems like my opponent has a pretty obvious move in just going here. Or here. So I don't really know what's happening. Maybe they're considering this. I think this would be not as good. I think at that point, I'm not sure where I would go. I was thinking here. Then we're just back in the same spot. He's hitting there. So maybe if here, it's like here. And then if here... Interesting idea, could be going there. Probably not the best idea. Probably I would just take here. And the nice thing is if like takes, and I end up with this pawn is a passer that's supported by that pawn. So it feels pretty strong. So my opponent is taking like 2 minutes on this one move, which is kind of shocking. I don't think in a blitz game you can take 2 minutes on any move, let alone this move. So it was a little surprising. I probably should have gone here first, actually. That's what I was going to do, but I don't know. I got sort of lulled to sleep by the very long time it took my opponent to move. So yeah, I kind of screwed up there. I should have taken here first, and then I would have had the pawn. So that was a pretty large error on my part. Don't get lulled to sleep. I'm going to go here and pressure the queen this way. Get her off the open file before coming over here. Although maybe... Okay, I was thinking maybe he could have just gone there. This is interesting. Takes... No, that doesn't work. I'm going to go here. Probably going to end up repositioning this queen. Made a pretty big mistake not grabbing that pawn first. But, I mean, my opponent has done unusual things with their clock. So we should be fine no matter what. As long as I don't start hanging pieces, we should be good. Now what? What about just here? And then if here, I go here. Yeah. Nothing too amazing, right? No. So I can go here, hitting the queen. That was a bad move. I didn't want to make this trade. Okay. Well, we're not making that trade, I guess. Not right now. So I'm going to go back to here. Nope. Go back to here. Give up this pawn. I think probably best here is to take here, actually. And win this pawn. Right. And probably my opponent can go here and win this pawn. Or there. Their queen is hanging. Can I take advantage of that? No. But I can go here. And here, here, and then that's hanging. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't think there's a perpetual here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The queen is covering that. We're not doing that. Let's go here. I don't think there's a good reason to just throw away this pawn. And now I can push the pawn. Push it through. I don't understand that move. So I will ignore it and go here. Oh, okay. I'm going to hang my queen. It's a bold move. Will it matter? That's the question. It will if I just do that. Like if I give my opponent everything, I don't pressure them at all, then yeah, I'm good. Yeah, so I'm going to lose. The clock is going to be irrelevant. Having this much time, this much bonus time means I can't force a win on time. That was a really horrible series of moves I made. Like, I am super dead. Wow. Yeah, I think not winning that pawn was really bad, actually. Like, that was the easy win. And then I had to kind of find a much harder win. And I ended up throwing pretty darn hard. Yeah, so we can resign now. Whoa! Wow. Okay. That was horrid. Oh, my God. Oh, that was a painful loss. That was a very painful loss. So my opponent taking 2 minutes for that one move actually worked out really well because it distracted me. Like, lost track of what we were doing. I just immediately took, and it was like, no, I had a whole plan. I was taking the other pawn first, and then everything was collapsing, and I had the game easily won. So I don't know. I guess that was a good strategy. My daughter and I are tied for last. Whew. Let's see if I can get a win. That was a weird moment, though, taking 2 minutes for that move. Maybe it wasn't 2 minutes. Maybe I'm exaggerating. A long time for that move. That was surprising. Since we're here, I'm very curious. What was this move again? It was this move right here. Yeah, it was here, and then takes. How long did that move take? Yeah, no, that move took exactly 2 minutes. I didn't exaggerate at all. And then this move seems just immediately winning, right? It's not. It's just drawn. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll have to come back to that one later. I should shut it just in case there's like you have an engine open. So I've shut that window just in case. Okay. Against this type of opening, I've been just going into this setup. I don't really know how to work it. Like, I would say F5 is one of my top 3 problem areas if you want to really take advantage of me in any event you see me at. Just play F5. I don't know what I'm doing. Can I even play this move here? Feels like not really. It's going to be kind of hard to get this pawn back, actually. I'm going to castle first. It's hard with split decision. He's 1500 with a question mark. I don't know what that means. Does that mean split decision is 1500? Does that mean they are new and they're like a beginner and so they haven't established a rating yet? Is it that they don't play much on Lee Chess and they play on chess.com and they're like 4,000? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. I've played very random moves so far. I'm not happy with what I've done in this game. I'm going to jam this knight in here. And just say, if you take, then this pawn looks fine. This bishop is not looking particularly fantastic. taking here seemed like a bad idea. I should have let them take. Sort of try to lure them into taking there. I guess I'm gonna go here. Although, like, this castle's long seems interesting. The point of this, of course, is after here, here. I mean, that would just win. That'd be a fork. So if here, here. Still seems pretty good. Okay. They are castling short. Problem is after this, things are just terrible, so I can never really play that move. I'm trying to decide where I want the remainder of my pieces. Like, what's up with this dude? He looks really bad. And like Fiend Ketoing here to hit this pawn looks bad. Here doesn't do anything. Here, I don't know. Definitely in a weird spot. I'm gonna go here just to connect the rooks. I'll just start doing that kind of stuff. Queen here. Maybe here. Queen here. Maybe there's a world where I go like this. I'm not really sure. I'm definitely upset with the position I've got. I don't know what I did wrong, but like leaving myself in a spot with two bad bishops seems very odd. It just doesn't feel like I've played this very well. Especially since my opponent can jump in here. I don't know if I take... There's not a lot I can do there that looks good. Oh my goodness. And this is hanging and this is hanging. What is... What? How am I in a spot with two hanging pawns this early in the game? What is even happening today? Really don't like this move. And this hangs, and I guess I go here. I don't know. This game feels over, and it hasn't even started. It just feels like I've played horribly. I don't know. Weird. Weird stuff. Head over to Twitch for a moment. See what's happening. No. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing all the chats, which is good. Okay, so he did take there. Which way? I'm going to go this way and give myself a very big center. If it goes there, I'm taking that way. Okay. He goes there. I mean, this bishop is so bad, I'm tempted to take with the bishop. Is there a world where the bishop becomes decent? I mean, the knight's not that much better, but the knight at least could go here and here. So that's something. I'll go here. And at least now that pawn's not hanging. Then I can go here, here, here. And maybe now the position is clarifying a little. I'm going to go here. Yeah, I mean, going here looks pretty great, potentially. Okay, I'll go here. Now this bishop has some possibilities. You can go here or here. Not here right away, but like this right now even looks pretty reasonable. Maybe even with the idea of sitting in there and saying all you guys get rid of him is that knight. If I could trade these knights, this bishop could sit here. I don't think I've ever sat a bishop there before and just said that's great. A knight there would look amazing. A bishop there? I don't know. Interesting. Okay. I can't go here now. That's what I wanted to do. Rook, bishop, rook, rook. Not quite what I want. But I can go here. And look at this. And then now I've connected the rooks in a pretty powerful way. Maybe. Maybe. So what's he going to do? If he has to go there, that looks pretty good. Okay. Protect it that way. Alright, let's go here. This knight not looking good here. No entry square. Suddenly my position looks better than my opponent's. Which, okay. I didn't see that coming. I guess a rook here doesn't do that much. Here, here, takes, here, takes, here. I have nothing to show for all of this. Is there a better place I can put these rooks? Should have set this up before. That was a mistake, I think. Wow. Can't believe I'm doing this. This is such a ridiculous move. I just feel like if I double the rooks, then they just get all traded off and I have nothing. Whereas this way, I have something. If he goes here, he loses on the spot. So what exactly is it going to do to try to fix this? It's like maybe move the knight, move the bishop, the queen, here or here. If there, I have some interesting ideas with the. Okay, but this lets me still go like this. Oh, and I can go here and clog this. Okay, that's even better. Yeah, I like this quite a bit, actually. I'm going to clog the file. And then I'm going to use this file. That's the plan. Then we're going to go like here. And where does this queen go? Queen could go there to force off queen. Try to force off queens. Would that work? Here, here. I don't know. I'm going to do this though. Oh, okay. I see why I don't like that very much. I forgot after this guy's in danger also, so I'll be forced to kind of go back to there. Unless I want to trade queens, which I do not. I'm going to go here. I don't know. I feel like my position is still better because I'm going to double here. I'll go here. I should probably move a little faster though. Oh yeah, that queen doesn't have tons of squares, does it? That's kind of interesting. Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna go here. Nice thing is they cannot fight for the file. This bishop's horrid. That knight is not much better. Like, this is looking pretty great. Oh, until that happened. That seems okay. Maybe here? Maybe here? Here, actually? Where's this guy going? This seems okay, at least. Then we're... I don't know what we're threatening here. Rook, check, rook, there. Not quite. Oh, weakening the king even more. Giving me a place to put my rook. I like it. Yeah, I think I have got a very big advantage now. I don't know how to quite push it through. Like, this is cool, and that it's hitting this guy also, but he can't just slide up. I'm just going to go here. Just going to keep torturing. Here, here. Doesn't quite work. I'll go here, here. Try to kick him away. I don't know where exactly it's going to go. Oh, right. Look at how limited these squares are for the queen now. Go here. And the queen goes there. I can go here. Oh, no, we can go here. I don't know. Feels like the walls are closing in slowly. Here. And then what about here? I don't think that quite works. But this might work. Takes. So takes here. It's very close to mate. Can we make this work? Takes. I think this has to work. I think we're gonna go for it. Oh, I didn't see the counter thrust. Oh, okay. Okay. I missed that. I don't think that works though. Yeah, I think that's gotta be game, right? Here. It's back. Here, covering that. Now that's mate. I think we got there. I don't know that that sack worked, but we certainly got there. Woo! That was a hard game. Oh my goodness. Wow. It was a fun one. It was a horrible beginning. Just a terrible beginning. And then I was able to somehow turn it around. I don't even really know what happened. I think that's a good game to study later. Of like, first of all, how did I get in such a bad spot? And then second of all, what was I able to do to turn that mess around? I'm not really sure. Now, let's go back to the leaderboard. We got Gunner John in first place this week. Tied with the Ripe... No, not tied with the Ripe Vessel. Just standalone first place. Nice work. The Ripe Vessel is having a great tournament. Undefeated. But has only gotten in 3 games. Nope. Ripe Vessel up into first. Beating Brad Martz. Where is Brad Martz? Brad Martz. What? Where are you? Brad Martz is in... Oh, this is the toughest time Brad Martz has ever had. Losing 3 straight games. Oh my. Joining in. Okay, let's see how far he can get. He got lucky against Brad. You know what? Sometimes we will take luck. Ripe Vessel. Good job. I'm rooting for you, man. We'll see if Ripe Vessel can go undefeated today. Just beat everybody. And we'll understable. Be able to make the greatest comeback ever. So many questions about him today. So many questions. Okay, there we go. I've got the Boon Climber. I am going to play a Sicilian for some reason. I don't know why. What's this? Yeah, I play this just in case it ends up going into an open Sicilian. And if it goes that direction, then I'm just going to go here first. Or not. What do I do against this? I think I go right away here. No, I think maybe I go with d5. No, d5 couldn't have been good, right? That was just hang the pawn. I'm trying to work with theory. I'm just going to not play theory and just say this is how I know to combat that opening. So we'll go then here, and then we'll go here. And takes the most of the bite out of the Grand Prix, I would assume. And then maybe like here, here. Or maybe after here I can play d5 immediately. Not quite sure. Well, let's see. We'll see what happens. Got my breakfast smoothie. Trying to get ready for leave for Virginia on Thursday for a 2-day weekend event, adult only event. I got to admit, I'm a little worried about the traveling. Like, I already do not like airplane travel that much, especially across the country. It's a long, long day. I've got a bad back. It's kind of rough. Yeah, with where we're at right now, it might be very, very challenging. Okay. Do I have a way to win this pawn, actually? Here, knight moves, win the pawn. Here, takes. Knight goes there, I guess. I go here. Knight wins the pawn back. I mean, also, I could just take. Wins the pawn. This is where I get in trouble with tactics. Like, positionally, this just does not feel like the moment to go pawn grabbing. But tactically, that pawn is available. I decided to resist. Maybe we'll see in the post game that was ridiculous to resist that. I'm happy I saw the tactic, but I think that was a smart idea to resist that grab. But maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was the moment. The moment that I will regret. Certainly this, I think I'm happy with. Interesting. That seems like it might be a bad move. Well, it is hitting this pawn, so maybe it's fine. So if I go here, and he takes there, he's on the bishop. Maybe this is a great move, actually. This pawn is kind of hard to defend. I'm not dying to have my queen here. But I guess my queen's going there. I suppose I could have just pushed this pawn. Maybe that would have been better. Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. I think probably either are fine. But now my illustrious queen is stuck guarding one of her helpers. That seems like an odd decision. And now I can't really push it very easily. But now this, and now this is not hanging. Okay. No, it's not hanging. Let's just castle. Let's just move on. Let's not get overly obsessed with tactics yet. I think maybe this is decent. Takes. He's not taking. Then I can go here. Then I go here. I think that might be the avenue I go. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Here. If he goes here, I think I'm happy taking there. Here, takes. It's backwards for the moment, but not long. Just go there. Okay. Let's do this. And we can also go here. Maybe this was better to go here first. I don't know. I'm a little unsure on that one. It seems like it has to be fine. Sort of poke at the front of the pawn chain. Here. If here. Takes. Probably not best. Let's go here first. Put one more piece on that. Although this is annoying, I guess. Here, takes. I've lost the Fianchetto bishop. Journey Chess, how are you doing, my friend? It's never too late to join the tournament. Though it will be too late in 39 minutes. It's hard to believe this thing is almost over. It's officially spring break for me, so maybe we should have done like a 10-hour arena. I'm doing well. I'm getting ready to go off to my Virginia tournament this week, which I'm excited about. So takes. Yeah, this just wins the pawn. So we can do this. Unless I'm missing something here. I believe the knight going there wins the pawn. I'm on it 3 times still. I think we're good. Here. Yeah, I think I want to go this way. I don't know where my my knight's going next. Maybe just taking. And then like here. Suddenly this king would look a little vulnerable. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Woo tripled pawn, says Split Decisions. Yeah, who doesn't love a good triple pawn setup? Okay. Interesting. What's that do? I don't know. I feel like I can go here now if I want. Takes. What if I just developed a rook? I guess where is the question? I don't know. What is this knight doing here? And can I exploit it? No, I don't think I can exploit it, but I can send it back. I don't know. Let's just send it back. I don't really know what to do there. I could admit I'm at a little bit of a loss at this particular moment. Huh? I don't think that works because now you have two hanging pieces. This is hanging, and this is hanging. Oh my. Okay, everything's coming in. I wasn't ready for that. There's also this check. Yeah, that check looks kind of good actually. And then it has to be here, then here, here. Maybe not. Okay, we gotta do some thinking here. If here, 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 mate. No. So take here. I don't think this works. I do not think this works. I'm gonna call your bluff and say I don't think this works. I just win a pawn straight. I mean, I win a piece here, right? Then he goes here. I think what's more dangerous would be... Oh, wait. Can't I go here, though? Here and then take? Yeah, that seems even better, actually. This is either better or losing. We'll see which one. Oh, right. Now this lets him go here. So that was kind of a mistake. The other way, he couldn't have gone there at the end because the rook would have been hanging. So now... Okay, that's fine. That's what I wanted. Because now this isn't hanging anymore. Yeah, so that sack looks like it didn't work. I guess probably I should have just taken the rook. I was just a little nervous somehow. But after I take the rook, the knight's still hanging. So it's not like he could have taken there anyway. I would have just taken the rook and just taken the knight and destroyed him. So I think that was a mistake. I think I messed up the move order. It should be fine. I'm up enough where I'll be a little surprised if it's a problem. I'm trying to figure out how to win from here. So I'm looking at like here. He can't take, or I would win. But what's the point of getting him over here? Sure, let's go there. This might just win on the spot. Oh, I didn't see that check. Oh, so does that just lose on the spot then? Yeah, I think I got too cute. I think I just lost. Huh, no. It's not a loss. But it's ugly. Now we can just take. Maybe better is take here. Here, and then take here. Oh, I can't take here. Oh, wow. Okay, that's... I mean, though, if he goes here, I can take this way. Boy, I really did not play this well. Jeez. I got very lucky that this is going to work out for me. But This is one of those games where you're just like, wow, I kind of like I made some bad plays and got away with it, but I'll take it, I guess. I could have also taken there. Let's just take here. Okay. And my opponent. Oh no, I thought he was giving up. I'll go here. And there we go. Okay, well, that's not a pretty one. We'll get that one again in a bit. I'm not that far from the podium, but there's only 33 minutes left. I think my late start, late start meaning like late started turning my stuff around, is going to be too late. Playing badly for 2 games is not the way to start this thing. Especially when you got the right vessel just crushing everybody. Crushing everyone. Good game. I think queen takes b7 would have been mate. For who, I guess I'm wondering. What is he talking about? Let's take a look if we can see it real quick. We won't have time to go over the whole game. But if we go near the end... Queen takes b something would have been mate. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't see a queen taking anything like that. But I definitely had better ways to play that game. Okay. I've got Prince Repulsive. Ooh, what an interesting name. We're almost there. Don't jinx it. Ryba. Hello? Thanks for stopping by. Glad you liked the podcast. Okay, how do I play against this? I think the way I play against this stuff is I just go here. And I play like a Catalan-esque type setup. Okay. What? That's interesting. I think in this setup I usually like my knight here anyway. So I think I'm okay with this. Okay. Maybe I'm less okay with this. I will just go here, I suppose. So there's some very active bishops. Very active bishops. Question is he really going to trade off this active bishop? Probably not. Okay, so now, of course, we've got stuff here. Like, if I could do something cool with this knight, I would win on the spot. I don't see anything cool to do with the knight yet, but we will be keeping our eye on that one. Is there some awesome move to be had with this knight? I'm assuming this is coming very soon. And if it does not, and it does not, does this win is the question. If I go there, and he goes takes, 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 takes. I don't know. This either wins or comes close or loses. But yeah, this feels like the right move. It's exploiting this diagonal. There's just a lot happening here, and so I might have missed something. Like, if he goes here, and I go here, I guess the wonder is, like, can he go here, and then trap me? And maybe that's possible. Yeah, or maybe he can just do this, and then be totally fine anyway. Yeah, maybe we're just trading now, and then he goes here. Yep, so it looks like I get nothing out of this little endeavor. Although, I mean, he's got nothing next to his king. So maybe I still have something. I haven't castled yet. I'm looking at an idea of, like, I'm assuming here or here. Maybe I can even push the H-pawn. I'm certainly looking or thinking about ideas like this. Here, here, here. I don't really have anything. Oh, I could go here. That might be better. Or here with the bishop. Which one do I like better? Probably the bishop. It's not threatening mate, but I assume he's going to go maybe here. If I go here... I'm going to go here. I'm going to threaten the mate. Which way is he going to get out of this? I think G6 would be substantially worse. Oh my. Oh, okay. Well, I've lost. So going with the bishop was definitely the right call. Okay. Well, I was doing pretty well. No, I'm not. No, I am not. That's really unfortunate. I am going to castle long or not at all. I'm going to go here. That's my next move, almost certainly. Almost no matter what he does. Okay. Let's go here. Where is he going to go? Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to press. I'm going to go here next. Okay. I guess here. Maybe I should have gone here first. That's like here, here, takes. Yeah, I think that would have been better to go there first. Yeah, that would have been much better. Because now you can just push by. And now I look pretty foolish and the game's, I think, over. Okay, the game's 100% over. Oh, wow, that was a really terrible game. Okay, so that reminded me a lot of my Friday Night Blitz tournament, where like I had some moments and then I would just like make horrid blunders like that. That really reminded me a lot of that. Just blunders like you wouldn't believe. All right, well, the right Vassal holding on to his lead with 10 points. If he wins this next round, it goes to 12. That's going to be tough for anyone to catch. We're running out of time here. All right, so we've got Nogbert. Nogbert. I'm just going to play something I know. I just want to get a win to end this thing. Anybody going to Charlotte this year? What a great question. I would love to. It does not quite work out for my schedule. The Charlotte one, I think is... When is that one? Like, it's early April, I think. Okay, I don't know what this move is. What is happening there? I don't see that very often. Is it trying to trap the bishop? Like here, here. So if I go here, here, and then I do the normal here, then he goes here, and then I'm going to lose. I think I can still do this. I'll just have to slip in something else. Oh. No, I've just lost. No, I have. Yes, I've lost, right? This happened to me recently as well. Yeah, it's the same thing. I thought this was the short variation. It's not. This is the tall. You have to go here. I feel like I can't have lost yet. But I think this is the exact same game I lost the other day in one of these arenas. So I think I'm lost. There. I think I actually won the game though, which is wild. So what's the best way to lose this piece? Is it to go here? Sure, let's do this. I'm high enough rated than this opponent that I feel like I have a chance still. Like, I've spotted them a bishop. Okay. So, I can beat lower rated players spotting them a bishop. My structure's sound. Their king side is a little open. That's what we're going to go with. That I just decided to play an odds game. It's an odd choice during this event, but I did. I wanted to try out an odds game, see how it would work. And that's where we're at. It also means I need to play much faster because I'm down quite a bit of time for some reason. It took a long time to figure out how I wanted to lose. But I don't know what happened there. That's funny. I thought I had another game in there. You played an instructive game in the tall. First game in this arena if you want to have a look. See after it turns in. Yeah, I feel like I'm quite good with the tall variation. But yeah. We lost a piece, but 700 is... Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay. Don't want to go here now. I really don't want to trade that many pieces at this moment. How am I going to develop? That is the question. I guess I'm going to go here. Yeah, I don't know. That bishop looks pretty dominating without my bishop to contest it, doesn't it? It doesn't seem like that was the tall, though, was it? I thought I got to play a6, e6. Maybe it was a weird move order tall variation. God, has it been that long since I've seen a tall variation? They don't even recognize it anymore? I don't know. I don't know. Weird stuff. Alright, next move is probably going to be here. Threatening here. Okay. There's no check here to win the queen after I go here. And if I can nab this pawn followed by this pawn, then I have a real shot at this thing. Okay. Wisely, my opponent has defended that. I think what I'm going to do is castle long and do this kind of stuff. Push this pawn. I just get the knights in the game this way. I wish I hadn't moved my queen out. That was a ridiculous move. That was me trying to say, like, this person's super low rated. Maybe we can sneak something ridiculous in, which is not... Low rated players, I found, are generally good, actually. They just, you know, make more mistakes. But I'm the one who's made the big mistake. Do I go here? And then try to go at it like this? Worried like after this here, now this is like super weak. Now they put his queen there. Ugh, my opponent's playing this well, or I'm continuing to play it terribly. I don't know, one of the two. But I feel like my opponent is playing very solidly, very well. I'm playing a little bit more desperate than I would usually play. They're just developing pieces, right? Probably going to castle over here, in fact. I think I should make that, like, note that that's a real reality. I don't think I want to castle just yet. I think I'm just going to play a couple moves to kind of wait and see if they're going to castle here. Yes. I didn't realize that problem. Wow. I feel like I'm lost. I'm going to go here, which is not what I wanted to do. Ugh. It's not going well. My supposed superior chess skills are not on display. They just are not. How am I going to turn this one around? Problem is, like, my development, everything is mangled. If I go here, he goes here is the issue. gonna go here. And then that still loses the game to that idea. What a debacle. Oh my goodness. This game is far over. Opponent's outplayed me in every way possible. I made one bad move after another. Jumping on to the last 20 minutes. Plenty of time to lose a few games. That it is. That it is. Tim Everett, welcome. Oh, here. Maybe I should have gone there. No. Okay, now what? This is not hanging. Nothing is hanging. My opponent's holding everything together. And even if they hang a piece now, I'm down 2 pieces. They have to hang 2 pieces. This is not going to happen. What a freaking mess. I do have this idea. Oh, why did I do this? I should have played this. That I think would have won a piece back at least. But I messed up. Now my opponent's getting very low on time. Zilge, what's happening, my friend? I have to assume my opponent is feeling a little pressure here of like, okay, like I'm winning, I should be able to win this. Oof, this comes so close to hanging the queen. I think I'm just going to chase this guy away first. Make some sort of fast moves if possible. Gonna go there, I'm guessing. Maybe here. Okay. Oh, he really doesn't have anywhere to go with this guy. I didn't realize that. It has to be there, and then I'm going to go here, and then that really messes things up. And I might be okay. That might have been a big move. It's either really weakening or a really good move. I think it's a good move. Oh, right, and then also this hangs. It's like, yeah, everything kind of falls apart, maybe. Maybe best idea is to go there. I just say, I'm up a lot of material. I can give a little back. Maybe that's the way to go. Okay. Seconds are ticking down. Will that be all I need? It's a big time advantage. If I win this, this will be 2 times I've lost that piece early and still won the game. Okay, so that... I'm going to go here. Ooh, I didn't see that move. Maybe I'm dead then. That's a check. If I take, takes, check, takes, check. I think I would lose. Takes, takes, takes. Okay, let's just move out of the way. I give up that piece. I get this with check. And I get this. No, I don't get that. I don't know. I still got a chance. Okay, less chance. I didn't even realize that. But that's okay. I get this with check. And this. Okay. All's not lost yet. And I still have this guy that's hanging. And this is hanging. Like this here is interesting. Might not be good enough. I might be giving away too many pieces to be able to have enough material to mate with. So he sneaks away. I think he's going to get away. I don't make this work. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. This gives away the knight. This does not give away the knight. Let's go here. Oh, he's got this check. Here. Oh, I'm close to mate. This is mate. That's mate. That's mate. Woo! Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Good thing I don't have heart trouble. I missed a free queen, or they missed a free queen. I don't even know at this point. That was the ugliest game I've ever played. This chess thing is hard. Chess thing is hard. In fact, with only 13 minutes left, I'll give it like 1 minute, and then I'm just gonna pause myself and start looking at the games, because I don't really want to be in the middle of a game when it ends, which will happen soon. You missed a free queen. They missed the square to take back your knight. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Your ugliest yet, or mine? Right Vessel, just undefeated. 12. Oh, but going up against Gunnar John. This is a big game. If Right Vessel wins, easily winning it. If Gunnar John can pull it out, Gunnar John's got a shot. It's pretty drawish. How do you try to go about winning this if you are the Right Vessel? Feels like he's played this right. He's got the king pretty well cut off. He's looking to play c4 next to make the pass pawn, to pressure the rook. Gunnar's pushed these pawns out, but they're not really able to make a lot of progress. That rook, Gunnar's rook is really passively placed. It's a very bad rook. I think Gunnar should play rook c8, give up that pawn. Yeah, that's, I think, the right play. And then if we play, go c4, b takes c4, b takes c4, rook takes c4, that's probably where we're gonna end up. Because otherwise, this is gonna be repetition. I would be worried to play king c1. I think that's kind of like the move you want to play. But then, doesn't e3 come and just win? So I think you have to go back. When they go back, you have to play c4. Takes. Maybe that doesn't work, actually. Maybe you just have to shuffle your king back and forth. What I'm saying is, if you go here, rook here, takes, we do have the passer, but now the rook comes in here. And I don't know. Now their passer is much closer, and your rook is in front of the pass pawn, and their rook can slide behind your passer pretty easily. So interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. This feels like a draw. It feels like it's just a shuffle back and forth situation. Yep, and then back and then forth. And I think this is draw. I think if Right Vessel goes for the win here, he loses. And a draw here should probably cinch first place. So, seems like the right way to go to me. I'm going to go back to the arena. I'm actually going to leave the arena now. Now there's only 11 minutes left. I don't think there's much point in playing another one. So let's check out the end of this one, see if they do indeed draw. Or will Right Vessel push? I feel like the only way to push is c4, or to try the idea of like that, and I think both lose. But it would be fun to see. It'd be fun to see him lose like that. I know it's, yeah, okay. This seems like the wise way, but there's still a chance. Okay, no, and we're getting the draw. Okay, let's take a look at this analysis board. I think this is a fascinating game to figure out. Was there a win here? Let's go to here. So after this, it's a draw. If we try to go here, this loses to e3, as I said. If we go here, okay, the engine doesn't say this loses. The engine says you can hold this, but this feels very hard to hold as white, I think. Like, yeah, this just looks like a much harder draw. But yeah, draw anyway. Okay. Yep. Right Vessel was trying to make stuff work. None of it quite worked. I think he was right to say, okay, this is just a draw. I'll take my point. He's got it wrapped up. There was no real reason to push farther than that. let's start taking a look at my games from this tournament. Let's start with the last one against Nogbert. What happened here? Okay, so this is just the tall. This is twice I've done the same thing. I know the tall variation pretty well. It goes like this, 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 and then I go, actually in the tall variation, I go here first. If they are to play here, I go here. Okay, wow. All these moves I'm remembering, sort of. It's been clear that I haven't played this in a while. For some reason, I was thinking the tall happened after this. But no, we can see that this just wins. It just wins on the spot. So I really have to find a way to retrain my brain that this is the tall variation, and you go here. And if you don't, that's a big problem. You have to. All right, so I didn't do that. I went here, which was ridiculous. Okay, this is not even the best move. It's the best move to let him... Okay, yeah, probably this is better, because then the king is even weaker. I would have thought I was going to play there. Okay, so I went like this. The game's over, but, you know, I'm higher rated. I can't just give up that easily. And the game's... Every move I'm getting worse. That's the crazy part. Every single move. It's -6 now, or +6 depending on who's your hero. I thought this move was great. It was not that great. I'm just deader, and now the engine's like, you're slightly less dead. Oh, wow. Yes, and here I'm winning. And as someone noted already, your opponent hung up. How did I not see this? Oh, it's because I was already like, I'm going here for the win. I didn't even, yeah. I was not looking at this at all. So I went here. I'm still winning, the engine says. And then here I'm up 1.9. And this is just losing. And at this point, the engine says I'm up 3.5, which is, you know, kind of astounding. Like, why can't... I guess where's the win? I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to go e4. No, that does not work. Because that's not e4. e4 is here. We are threatening what? Let's just say... I don't know this. What's the idea here? Knight c6 is the idea. Knight c6, check. Takes and losing. So it's not it. It's knight c6. It's pushing the queen away. Goes here. And if we get this check in. Yeah. Okay. So if you get the check in, they can't take here. That leads to mate. That we can see. And if they go here, then we get this kind of stuff happening. So where's the mate? Or is it taking a piece? Engine says knight d4. What? This knight to d4? Huh. Okay. I would assume we were going to do something like this. Here. No, the knight... the mate is involving knight d4, which is interesting. So what... Okay. Oh, it's... I don't know. Let's say here. And oh yeah, this is mate. Okay. Alright, I really wasn't seeing that well. Alright, so tall variation. One more time. One more time. Tall variation. After h4, before e6 is h5. So I've made this mistake twice and won both games. Which is very strange. But that's what's happened. Okay, so that was the... Okay, this Prince Repulsive game. This was the game where I was winning by a lot. Okay, where I was first... Okay, I don't know. Now I'm having a hard time. Oh, yeah. This game. Where I felt like I was really doing well here. Yeah, so I went for this cool idea. That just barely doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work at all. they could just take. And then I take, and then d5. And so I was missing. I was in fact missing that I was hanging my knight all the way back there. That was the reason why I ended up hanging it. It's because I never knew it was hanging. So when I went here, it wasn't like, oh no, I forgot that this knight was being backed up. I never knew it was hanging, ever. That was the issue. Okay. Then here I thought I had a little attack, and I did not. And I just died horribly. So, actually, I should look at that opening, though, because I don't know what that was. Because this is my repertoire. Here is my repertoire. This is the number one move, also. So b3 is the move. Okay, and this move is fine, but it's way down on the list. Probably because of that. And then queen a4 is the engine line here, or queen c2. I went instead with b3 now. And this is all fine. And that's also fine, just not great. Unless you hang it entirely. So, we can move on from that one. My next game was against Spoon Climber. Oh, right. Yes, so what am I supposed to do here? Okay, so b5 is what I thought I was supposed to do. I think this is right, but not yet. I'm supposed to go b5 first. Then as we get a little bit farther, then I throw in the g6 thing. Probably about here. I think about that's where I play g6. Okay. Well, I played g6 a little early. Ended up being fine. So I think my opponent must have had... Okay, yeah. So the thought is that now they can go into a more open Sicilian. And I don't have the moves in that I would want. Suddenly I'm playing like a weird dragon. I can't go here also, by the way, because the queen is covering this. I have to go here. Then they can go like here. And then I can chase the queen away. And it's pretty messy. My opponent, thankfully, just kind of transposed into what I meant to play. Here says I should go like this. D3. Okay. I went like this. I thought I was totally fine. The engine agrees. I'm even had a little bit of a lead. Ooh, now I'm straight up winning. I see it immediately. This is the thing with tactics. If you tell me, hey, you're winning, usually I can be like, oh, right, I am winning. In the game, I just did this. I was like, that's a fine move. I'm winning again, huh? This one I don't see as easily. How am I winning? I am winning. Because of this? I don't see it. H6. He goes back. I take. He takes this way. And this is falling. So here, what? Here goes back. Okay, wait. So I did do that in the game, and he took this way, and I took here, and he took here. I took. Oh yeah, this was the moment. That was actually the number one move. I thought this was better. I thought here, 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 and I'm doing well. But I decided to take the safer approach. But then here I mangled it. Nope. Engine says I'm great. The engine's like, you mangled nothing. All you have to do is take here now. And then after that, look, there's no after that. It's pinned. I'm still crushing. Did I not win this game? I'm still up Oh, no, no. Okay. Yeah, so I won this one. I was up material the whole time. I just was very unsure that I had played it right, but apparently I played it very well. All right. The Ripe Vessel. Undefeated. One singular draw. Performance rating. Very impressive in the 2000s. Gunnar Johns was a little higher, but Gunnar John got to play the Ripe Vessel, so that was quite a time. Ooh, Pirate says, also you're talking about how hard it is for you to play the IQP. Don't you think scrimmaging with it with the IQP would be good for your understanding? Yes, you are correct. It would be. Just wanted to say that I love your pod at 13 years old and is entertaining for any age. Oh, that's great to hear, Pirate. I definitely have wondered if, do kids think it's interesting at all or have any value? So yeah, it's always been a question of mine. Like, I have a parent of a kid who thinks that it's actually really great for kids to hear because kids also hit plateaus. They don't hit them as long, but they do hit them, and it feels almost worse when a kid hits one because, like, their friends probably aren't, because plateaus are so quick for kids quite often. So it's good for them to hear just that everyone has them. So I don't know if that's true or not. I feel like maybe that does ring true to a degree. Okay, mistake here was taking. I don't know why I did that. Wow, the engine says I'm doing great. Engine says things. Engine says I'm up 1. Okay, I do like this move a lot, but for some reason I played. Oh yeah, then when I played this move, I went here and sort of closed everything up, and now my bishop's no good. I almost went here, but I worried about this. Well, this certainly doesn't work at the moment. Like, this doesn't work at all. Like, not at all. This is just totally game losing. So I don't really know why I got worried. And then when I did this, clearly I closed off that bishop completely. And now it's just... ugh. Okay, the engine says I'm crushing now. And I feel like I am doing much better. But I think taking here was a big error. Because now it just kind of freed up my whole position. And look at this. This was the right way to go. The knight versus the bishop. This was the way wrong. Okay, so here, the engine says I'm nearly winning the game. Like, I'm almost winning the game. And now it's tied. The engine move is here. Threatening this pawn for the win. Or not for the win, but in an annoying way. I don't know. Let's just say there. Let's just say ridiculous move. What? Knight takes d5 is utterly winning, as is this. Like, this is just one in, like, every variation you can. I don't see how this is winning. I'm lost here. Takes. Everything is hanging. Takes. This at the end. Huh. That's not even the best move. The best move is to go here first, and then to do that. Okay. So, yeah, my position was even more explosive than I thought. I was just like, I'll just bring the knight around and do fun stuff like that. And, like, now I'm clearly winning, and then I did that. So the engine likes this move better. And what I liked better was after here, maybe just going here. I guess they just do a5, right? So this was kind of ridiculous. And then after this, what about this idea? I'm going to guess this idea doesn't work. I don't know. The engine says this is totally fine. Actually, the engine says this is crushing. 3.3, but not for the reason, like, if I had gone like this route and we had gone down this, then it's pretty close to even. But the engine's like, no, you don't do any of that. You would go here. Now where does this knight go? No. No. Here? And then if it goes there, then we're back to wild stuff like takes here, 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 this, and it all falls apart. So I missed all of that. And so instead I did this nonsense, which was actually fine. The engine's like, you're up 4. You've got this, like, yeah, okay. So the engine loves what I'm doing here. I don't even remember if I won or lost this game. I sure hope I won this game, because I'm clearly winning by a lot and have been the entirety of the game. I feel like this is that game where I hung my queen when I was winning. Because I don't remember how this ends. Oh, yeah, it was this one. It was the crazy mating attack. Okay. So, yeah, the engine doesn't like that. The engine says, why not just go here? And then, I don't know, there's only 2 moves. Both end up in mate. Oh, right. Jeez. Much more straightforward mates. So, oh well. We got the mate there. I didn't go that route. I went the wild man route instead. Gave up a lot of counterplay. Luckily, my opponent played it pretty carelessly. Like, what if they had just taken? Like, let's say they had taken here, 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 and then. Wow, this is what the engine likes. I've sacked a piece, and now I'm just willing to trade. Yeah, I don't know that I would have done that. That's hard to do. That's hard to do. Let's see. Jill says also you're talking about how hard it is for you to play the IQP. It is. Scrimmaging would be good. Yes, it would be. By the way, I'm not a full-grown woman. This is my mom's account. No, no problem. Yeah, I appreciate it. And you're definitely right. I need to scrimmage more IQP positions. That is completely true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's so hard for me to really get in my head that IQPs aren't always bad. I think it's because they always go bad for me. And so since they always go bad for me, my brain's like, they must go bad for everyone. And everyone's like, no, they don't. They don't go bad for all of us. Just you, actually. All right, thanks for playing, Tiny Grimes. At the time, get away from me and made silly moves. The queen hang was a mouse slip. Well, yeah, I mean, didn't I miss it? Okay. So now we have to watch the 2 losses. Oh, this one was just brutal. This was the brutal one. This was the one that made me go like, what am I doing here? Yeah, because like this is not my repertoire. I'm not saying it's a bad move, but my repertoire is here. So I got really discombobulated when I realized like, oh, I just totally made some weird move. But I did recover fine, and all these moves are book moves, and there's no problem here. We're just going down the line. Okay, so I went there first. Let's see. I still feel like that was a good move. Engine says rook b1 should come first. But this all is fine. Now I have a lead. I'm going to take here, and then yeah, so I have this slight lead that oh yeah, I've pushed this into a big lead now. And yeah, I remember this now. I was taking over. And then I made a mistake. Where was it? It wasn't yet, right? It was. Yeah, that was the game losing mistake. Where was the take the pawn first moment? I'm not remembering. Here? How am I taking the pawn first? Here, I think it was. Take the pawn. That doesn't work. That hangs the piece. What? Oh, so I think it was go here first. Is that what I was thinking? No, I don't remember. I thought I was taking some pawn. But this is fine. Yeah, and then I just hung everything and lost horribly from there. Huh. I thought there was some spot where I thought here I made the wrong move order. I don't see where that was. Certainly I could have pushed this pawn, which would have been pretty catastrophic for my opponent. But yeah, I can't take that pawn. So I don't know. But yeah, but then then I just went here, hung a queen, and lost. So that was unfortunate. And the last game, I don't think it's lunchtime. Especially since my daughter's playoff game is in a few minutes. Here we go. Last game. This was the first one. Yeah, this was a weird game. I didn't know what to do here. Yeah. It seemed like I thought in the time I was playing okay. I didn't really know what to do, but it seemed fine. And I think I made all fine moves. And then here is where I started being like, now I really don't know what to do. I'm just making some prophylactic moves, and then that loses. Okay, not from that. It should have lost from this. Because now they're going there, they're going there. Yep. And I knew when I made this move, I was like, oh, it feels dangerous, like it might lose. I considered ideas. Like I just didn't know what to do here. I felt like I had maybe a slight lead, but not a big lead. It's totally even. I just didn't know what to do. This would have been fine. Probably eyeballing that. That was the only bad move, basically. And it loses. But my opponent didn't do it. So I should have been okay. But yeah, right. And then at the end of that line, I lost that pawn. I could never quite get this attack to come to fruition. Oh, right. That was one last question I had. Now I'm remembering. Here, what if I had taken this way? Oops, this way. Yeah, that's the way the engine wants me to take. And that makes more sense to me. Now if my opponent does something like here to try to win this pawn, you know, I have ideas now at least. And if he takes this pawn, yeah, now I've got some cool stuff going our way. Okay, well, it was an interesting event. Well, I guess I should see the end of this. Was there anything to take away from this failed attack? I don't think so. I think the big takeaway from this failed attack was this. Right there. That was a good move. That kind of put the kibosh on everything. Like if my opponent had just, I don't know, made regular moves, I feel like I've got a chance, right? I feel like I can maybe like sneak around and attack this pawn, and if he weakens his pawns, maybe I have a chance. But my opponent did not go for that. They instead made a very just classy, you know, just whoosh, drop back, hold everything together. I'm going to be good here move. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I had a good time. I hope you did as well. And I'll see you next time.